Hi guys, how are you doing? It's Elaine, Bintz, certified health coach and personal trainer, and we're on day 24 of our 30-day health challenge in 2022. I hope everybody had a great weekend, and I hope you got this week started off on the right foot. Today's topic is body measurements. So today we're going to do 3 measurements. I'm going to demonstrate how to do them. So if you want to follow along at home, a couple things you're going to need is a fabric measuring tape, so a flexible measuring tape. And then if you have like a journal or just a piece of paper and then a writing utensil, pen or a pencil, to write down your numbers if you want to record this at home. So body measurements. Okay, so there are a lot of body measurements we could do. What's the purpose first off? So why do people get their body measured by a trainer or someone else? So first off, if you're trying to get clothing that fits specifically for your body, like oftentimes women, if you're getting a formal gown, or men, if you're getting a tailored suit or a tuxedo, you want to have a specific measurements and to get checked to see if what you're going to wear soon is going to fit you. And then the second thing is if you're working with a health coach or a personal trainer, we use measurements for progress checks. So we want to see in comparison to say maybe 1 month at a time. Depending on how aggressively you're working toward your goals, you probably don't need to measure yourself more than about once a month. So what do we measure? So typically, if you're going to get just a regular fitness assessment from me, there's a section which we do chest, navel, and hips. So those are the 3 typical measurements we would do. So chest, waist, and hips, and we measure your waist at your navel, at your belly button. But there's other areas. You can measure your arms, your neck, you can measure your forearms. Some people measure their thighs or their calves. So depending on what their goal is and why they're doing measurements, or maybe what sport they're doing, if there's a particular sport, then definitely you want to measure based on to see if you like have a dominant side of your body, because sometimes, like I'm right dominant, I write with my right arm, with my right hand. So if I am lifting weights and I'm stronger on the right side, first off, you shouldn't lift unequal amounts of weight on both sides of the body. You should only lift as much weight as the weaker side of the body, and then strengthen the weaker side so it can catch up to the stronger side. But if you're dominant, so one side can be dominant and that circumference might actually be bigger based on muscle, or depending on your body fat, that dominant side might actually be smaller based on your body fat. So how do you actually measure this? Okay, so what do? So go ahead and grab your fabric tape measure, or just a flexible tape measure. You just don't want to use one of those like really stiff ones that they use like in construction. And the first measurement we're going to do is your chest. So you open this up, and then you have a space along your back, and you want to measure even with what would be the largest part of your chest at a relaxed phase. And then that would be your chest measurement. And the next one, there's a little bit of controversy about the waist. So your natural waist, as you lose weight, your natural waist might drop a little bit, but for my clients, I always measure them at the navel because that's an anatomical marker that's not going to change over time. So you want to relax, just breathe normally. And then I know the measuring tape, if you're doing this at home, it might be a little bit cold because it's plastic against your warm skin. But you measure this around and you go right to the navel, and then you just breathe. You just breathe normally, and that will give you the measurement in the middle. And then the third one is the hips. So you want to bring your feet together. So feet are side by side, and you go through the largest part of your butt, and you measure the circumference. So the circle of that, and that is your hip measurement. So these are just 3 markers. Again, like I said, a good frequency for measuring your body to see change is about once a month. And what I like for my clients to do is pick the same day. So say, for example, you do the first of the month. or you do about the 15th of the month or the last day of the month. The last day of the month obviously is going to change, like January, February. There's a different amount of days that are in each month. So I usually like to do the first of the month. But an interesting thing I've noticed in my practice is women, especially women, their body, they can lose a lot of inches and maybe not lose a lot of weight. So there's a difference between pounds and inches. So for example, I had a client years ago. I got to work with her for about a year, and in that year's time, she only lost 1 pound. But she went from a women's size 22 to a women's size 8. So even though her goal initially when we started working together was to lose weight. Well, even though she only lost 1 pound, her body composition, her shape, her size altered so much that she lost so many inches that she went from a size 22 to a size 8. So please remember, if one of your goals, a very common goal for the new year is weight loss, they want to lose fat weight. So this is another really excellent tool in addition to checking your weight. I know we're doing this, it's already been 3 weeks into the new year, but you could do this today, and then maybe do it again February 1st, and then monitor again February 1st, March 1st, and just kind of see based on your diet, and then maybe if you're doing an exercise plan, how do your measurements change? So again, my name is Elaine Bintz, health coach, personal trainer. Today is day 24. I hope everybody has a great week, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye.